guys, it's Taylor, and in today's Beauty University video we are going to be covering a very common look. It's a very popular look, but it is also a very hard look to achieve. We are going to be covering the classic silver smoky eye. I remember when I first started out in makeup, I pretty much basically thought there were two colors of eyeshadow, and that was silver and black, and that was like all I ever wore, and I would wear them together and I would try to make smoky eyes. And I look back at pictures of myself during that time in my life and I just want to pray for my younger self. Like I said, while this is one of the most popular looks out there, it is also one of the hardest to achieve because working with black colors is very hard. Working with anything super dark gray or anything black, that is a very, very difficult task in makeup because it's very easy to do that and look like a panda. So my goal today was to make a fairly easy to achieve silver and black smoky eye, and I hope that I have done that for you guys today. I think that this is a very easy thing to do, but it is also a very flattering look. It's great for a night out. It's a very good first smoky eye to learn if you're going to be doing like clubbing makeup or stuff for a night out, anything like that. This is a good first place to start, kind of. So I hope that you guys enjoy this tutorial and that it's fairly easy for you, and if you want to see how to get this look that I'm wearing right now, then please keep watching. So as you can see, we're starting out with a bare face. I haven't put anything on my face. I've just done my eyebrows and that is it. The reason I haven't done my face makeup yet is because with a smoky eye, especially one like this, you're going to have a lot of fallout with some dark colors. So you want to put your eye makeup on first and then be able to kind of wipe away the fallout and then put your face makeup on so it doesn't mess up your foundation or anything like that. So that is why I have a mostly bare face right now. I have just, like I said, I've done my brows and nothing else on my face is done. So we're going to get right on into the tutorial. So I'm going to start by taking some of my Urban Decay Primer Potion, just the original one, and I'm going to be priming my eyes with that. I haven't used this in a long time actually, so. Alright, so I'm using a lot of colors from the Lorac Pro 2 palette again today. This is a perfect palette for a cool toned smoky eye because it does have a lot of cool toned colors. So I'm going to start by taking this shade right here called Cool Gray, and I'm going to take this on a MAC 217 brush and just bring that all the way through my crease and really be sure to round it out on the outside. I am not going to be sweeping it under like some people do in their smoky eye tutorials just because my personal eye shape that's not flattering for it. So what I'm going to do instead is round it out on the top and then I will bring it on the lower lash line later with a smaller brush. Right now I'm just focusing this very softly on the crease area, both inner and outer, but mostly focusing on this outer corner here and making sure to round it out at the end. And just be sure to buff this out. The more you buff out your gray colors, the more smoky it will look, and you can't really buff out the black colors that we're going to be using later just because that will make you look kind of like a panda bear or like you've just put black eyeshadow all over your eyes. So the more you blend your gray colors, the more smoky it will be, and it will also appear cleaner because you're not blending out those black colors. Okay, so taking another gray from the palette, I'm going to take the shade Charcoal right here. It is just a deeper, true gray color. And I'm going to focus that in the same area, a little bit tighter maybe in the crease, but in the same general area with the same brush. Adding more than one gray color is really going to give this look a lot of dimension, and it's going to help with the blending process. The more colors you use, I've said this before in other tutorials, but the more colors you use, the more blended your look will be. So as you can see, I've kind of blended out that very, very smoky gray color, and that is what these two colors have achieved here. Alright, so our next step is definitely the scary one. I'm going to be dipping my Sigma E57 Firm Shader Brush into the black shade in the palette. It is just a pure matte black shade. I'm just going to be dipping it into that shade and then wiping a little bit of the excess off onto a paper towel just because I don't want to overdo the black. If I don't have enough, I'm going to build it up, but it's easier to not have enough and have to build it up. I've said this multiple times. It's always easier to start with too little and have to put more on than it is to end up with too much and then not know what to do about it. So I'm just going to start with this black shade on the outer third of my eye and then bring it a little bit into the crease there. Alright, now I'm just going to take that brush again and kind of blend it inward, but I'm not blending it above the crease area because that's going to be the thing that will make you look panda bearish or like you just have put so much black eyeshadow on your eyes. So you want to keep it fairly low in the crease here, and I'm just going to blend it inward on my actual lid. Now what I'm going to do is again dip that 217 brush into the Cool Gray shade and just kind of work on blending that out in the actual crease area. This is a very smoky, nighttime appropriate look. Of course, right now it's like 11 o'clock, not even. Oh, it's 10 o'clock in the morning, and I'm putting this on and then I'm going to lunch. But, you know, whatever. Alright, now is where we get to the star of the show. We are going to be using a highly, highly metallic silver color for this part of the lid that we've kept blank so far. So I am using a Mary Kay Mineral Eye Color Quad. I'm using the Black Ice one. This is actually the only Mary Kay eyeshadow I own. I got it, I don't know. I got it when we did that consultation with the Mary Kay lady. But I'm going to be using this silver color right up here. So what I'm going to do is grab my brush. I'm just using a flat shader brush from my makeup brush set. And I'm going to spray it with a little bit of my e.l.f. Makeup Mist and Set. You guys know the drill if you've been watching my tutorials for a while. I always do this when I want like a really, really intense metallic shadow. Right, so I'm just going to dip it into that shadow and I'm going to go to town. Just add this in here in this blank area and you can kind of blend it back into where the black is. We're going to be working on blending that in a little bit, so don't do too much. But alright, using my Sigma E44 Firm Blender brush, I'm just going to hit right here where that black is and just kind of blend those two colors together where the black and silver meet. I'm not picking up any product with this, I'm just blending. Now to really enhance that inner corner area with that silver color, I'm taking the Rimmel Scandalized Waterproof Kohl Pencil in the shade Silver, and I'm just going to be dabbing that on my inner corner, kind of creating a point. This is kind of like what we did with that graphic liner look that I did a while back. Alright, now before we finish the rest of the eye look, I am going to do my face makeup. So what I'm going to do first is take some micellar water on a little cotton pad here, and I'm just going to kind of sweep it underneath my eye to remove any fallout that we have, especially from those black shadows. You don't want that to get in your face makeup. So just going to remove that with this. And now we are all clean and ready to put on our face makeup, so I'm going to go do mine, and then I will be right back and we will finish up the eyes. Alright, so I finished all my face makeup and now we're going to go ahead and move on to finishing the eyes. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take the shade Snow and mix it with a little bitty bit of the shade Beige from that Lorac Pro 2 palette. And I'm going to use that to highlight underneath my brow bone. When you have such a dark look on the eyes, it's really good to have a stark highlight underneath the brow bone just because it brings a little more light into the look and it helps to lift the arch of the brow to help the look be a little more clean. I always say it helps. It helps, it helps, it helps. Having something light right under there just really balances out the look. Really quickly, I'm just going to add a little bit more of that silver shadow just because it tends to wear off a little bit as you blend things out. And so I'm going to dab just a little bit extra on there. Now for the lower lash line, using the e.l.f. flat eyeliner brush, it is just a straight across flat brush. I'm going to be taking all of the gray shades that we used and a little bit of the black, and I'm going to be sweeping that along my lower lash line. We are going to blend this out, but right now I want this to be a very tight line up there directly on the lash line. And then you can go ahead and take a pencil brush, mine is from Crown Brush, and just kind of smoke that out a little bit. Make sure here to kind of connect it with whatever's happening up on the lid, so just kind of connect this area right here. Now you can totally choose to do a like winged liner or something with this look if you want that. I decided today to not do that just because I feel like a lot of my looks involve winged eyeliner and this one didn't really need it, so I decided to go without. But what I am going to do is take this Rimmel London Exaggerate Waterproof Eye Definer in Noir, which is just black, and I am going to be putting this in my waterline. So the best way that I can explain to put something on your waterline is to kind of pull it down a little bit like that and then just run the pencil along that area. And that is your waterline. Now we are going to give our lashes a great big coat of mascara. Today I'm using the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara and just applying this on my top and bottom lashes. If you have long, beautiful eyelashes or you just feel like this is a good stopping point, then you can totally stop here. I am actually going to apply some falsies, and I'm not going to show you guys the process just because I did just have a video on that I will link down below for you guys, but today I'm going to be using the Ardell Wispy Lashes. These are such a like cult classic lash. I love them. Everybody seems to love them. They're just a really nice lash. Like I said though in my last video about lashes, just make sure that you trim them to your eye shape, and then since we did not do any liner, you're going to want to use a glue that dries clear. So I'm using the Duo Lash Adhesive in clear white. So basically it goes on white and then once it's dry it's completely clear. So that is the kind that you want to use since you don't have any eyeliner on. So I'm going to go ahead and put my lashes on off camera and I will be right back. So guys, that is it for my silver smoky eye tutorial. I really hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. I actually had a lot of fun creating it because I usually don't wear these colors anymore. I find that I am more drawn to like warmer tone things, so I'm not so much a silver and black kind of girl anymore. So it was really fun to kind of challenge myself and work with these colors again and try to find something that is really flattering, I think, on anybody, but also is not too hard to achieve. If you enjoyed this tutorial or you learned something today, be sure to give me a big thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel to see the last of my Beauty University videos that are coming up here very soon. Also, I do have some homecoming looks that are coming up. I know the video right after this should be a homecoming tutorial, so if you want to stay tuned and check that out, be sure to subscribe to my channel for that as well. Thank you so much for watching this video and supporting my channel. I love you so much and I can't wait to see you next time.